Yo, what up? What up? What up? How we doing? Mo, what up? What up? Quinn, what up? D Wayne, what up, blood? What's going on, people? How we doing? How we doing? No, yeah, I took the Viagra, but I didn't stand up, so he didn't know. You guys are funny. It scared you? Yo, you guys are funny. That shit is funny. Fucking Alberto, man. He's priceless. He has to be a kid. Has to be like 17, maybe? 16, 17, maybe? What do you guys think? You think a future Boots Ryan fight could be a good one? Future, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah. If Ryan knocks out Rolly and then desecrates Devin again, clean. Yeah. Yeah. For Rizzles. Did this alert go out? It did. Good. Yeah. He says he's between 20 and 30, but there's no proof of anything. He takes shit too seriously to have real problems yet. I like that, Mo. Mo, you're a smart man. How'd it go? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. What's up, Marco? Who you got this weekend? Gabby Fundora fight Saturday. You watching WrestleMania on Sunday? I'm probably watching neither of those. I should watch Gabby. I'll probably watch Gabby, but not WrestleMania. Rob, where the fuck you been at, Rob? Where you been at? Rob, you missed some classic Alberto shit. Classic. Who you got this weekend? We're gonna get into how it went. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. I just got off maybe 20 minutes ago with them. Not about you. You missed it. You should watch the show yesterday, Rob. I mean, he says something about me getting something. Can somebody refresh Rob on what Alberto said? It was one of the foulest, most like record scratching things ever said on any of my shows. And he was dead ass serious. What's up, Mr. Lightning? But the thing is, I don't think he's not gay. He's just gay. You know what I mean? Like not gay, but gay. What's up, Al Money? I like that name. Give me some of that money. Morning. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. No, but he was dead serious, Rob. That's why it was like, what? Yeah, that's what he said. I go, because first of all, the meeting's at 1 p.m. my time, so it's not morning. But you watching Ben Whitaker fight? Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna rematch that dude that was giving him a bit of a whooping. Clarissa said you see what he's trying to do? You see what he's trying to do? You see, you're no good, Mike. You're no good with that. I know what you're trying to do. It's not going to work. You got me once. It's not going to work again. And you're the only one who writes that word, spells it all out. You're the only one. Fucking. Were you trying to? I thought you're a supporter. You're trying to get me canceled. Good Lord. There he is. We're just talking about you, Alberto. I didn't stand up, so you don't have to worry. What happened? What happened? I'm not sure what happened. We're going to get into it, though. Remember I said it one time on the panel, but I tried to take it back. Huh? Not if you're a white guy saying the N-word. It's a factual. It's a factuality. If you're a white guy saying it. The spill. Give us. Hold on. I'm gonna get a drink because I'm parched. I went through this whole thing talking to this guy. Hold on. Get some strawberry. Gonna rock with a little strawberry. A little strawberry. I got LaCroix, Winterloo, Waterloo, got all kinds of shit up in here. All right. By the way, we got to get the last, what is it, 4 or 5 raffles in to get this thing out. So we can go on to the signed Mike Tyson glove. You're right, man. I was the king of beating that bush. I used to beat that bush down. Beat it down like Steve Irwin. You're making me feel like you didn't get it. Well, it doesn't work that way. They don't just give it to you on the spot. So, yeah, I already did that one. What's up, Chase? Ward versus Tarver. I think Tarver. What up, Jumbo? What up, Jonathan? Johnny, J-Bone Capone, Corleone. What up? Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what to think. Because he beat Roy, he beat Ward. Nah, that's not why. Because Tarver is a southpaw who's tall, who's smart, and who's fast, and who's twitchy, and who has good footwork. He would be able to negate. He has everything Ward has, except I think he's faster and might hit harder. Maybe not faster, but he hits harder. And I think he's taller. So I think his height, that reach, is what would get Ward. That's why. Not because of Roy. You only got 8 minutes. Why you only got 8 minutes? I have my ways, Dwayne. Nah, you're wilding out. Tarver keeps calling out Jake Paul for a fight on Twitter. That's kind of corny. Like, I love you, Tarver. You're my man, but that's a little corny. Now, I don't know your financial situation, so if it's a money thing, then I get it. But if it's just to get the spotlight again, you had your shine, man. You beat the greatest fighter who ever lived. I honestly, why don't we ever say Tarver versus Roy is the biggest upset? The reason why we don't say it is because the first fight was so close. That's why. But that Roy was invincible. We never bring that up for some reason. Nah, Tarver was. Buddy McGirt, Mo, told me personally. I know Buddy personally. He told me personally the greatest, most talented fighter he ever trained, ever, was Tarver. That's what Buddy said. Lunch break, so stop pump fake and give us the spill. The ESPN interview, huh? Yeah, well, good luck with that, John. You know how that works. I mean, you said yourself he was out of his prime. Still, we didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? We saw him look all worn out against Tarver, and that kind of that's when he should have walked away. Look what Lennox Lewis did. Lennox Lewis had a rough time with Klitschko, just like Roy, though, pulled it out at the end and walked away because he saw his body and his mind were done. But Roy didn't do that. Roy was too much like, oh, he thinks he could, because, Winky's my man. I talked to Winky. I have his number. He golfs. Winky loves playing golf. That's all Winky does all day long is golfs. I got Crawford demolishing Boots if that fight ever happens. That's what I'm saying. Biggest upset is Maidana Broner. Oh, Jesus. We all know Maidana Broner was not a big upset. People kind of knew that would happen, I feel like. They just needed, you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people were like, look, Broner's going to lose. Just who's going to be the first to do it? Did I take over the interview like Will Smith in the movie Step Brothers? Like, what you mean, Will Ferrell? Like, no, just shut your mouth. Just shut. You sound stupid now. I'm like, look, you guys gonna cut a check or what? Dude really said foreplay. Check Cash App. Ain't nothing there. On Friday. How the fuck Khan beat Maidana? That's a great question. McGirt was telling Tarver to counter Roy in the first fight instead of going at him. It's hard to counter somebody that fast. No, G-Man. But Roy believes he really won that fight, even though the G-Man did get a victory. It was, I think they're 1-1 or 2-1. Broner was a clown. Broner was absolutely Broner was a clown. That's just, everybody knows that. Broner was the epitome. What the fuck is this? Why can't I find this? I'm trying to find my clown soundbite. Oh, here we go. Broner was the epitome of a clown. My bad, Will Ferrell. Yeah, Will Smith is both tall men, just a little different complexion. Yup, we called it. Broner was overnight touring rap shows, doing all the time. Plus, he was captured on tape drunk. I wish I had bet on that fight. Word. Bumberto. Maidana was soft to the body. And Khan had fast hands. Word. Broner was a generational talent. Arguably, yeah. Arguably. But, it depends on your definition of what that means. Haney going to be the next Broner. Anyone who hates on Broner is either racist or can't see clear talent. I mean, he wasn't that good, Ian. Like, he was good, but I don't understand what your infatuation with him was. Marco waiting on that wrench. All right, Vaughn, I'll give you the fucking wrench. You want the fucking wrench? I'll give you the fucking wrench. Good Lord. Hold on. First, I got to do something else. I got to monetize this bitch. And then I got to put the goal, see if we can get some super chats in here. Then, my friend, we shall wrench you up. I'm going to wrench you up like a 68 Mustang. All right, here we go. Now let's go to the channel, to the live, mute it. All right, now let's do the goal. Let's do 5 super chats, $2 and more in the next hour for new stuff. Boom. All right, we're back. Oh, now I got to, Vaughn wants the hammer. All right. There you go, Vaughn. You've been anointed, my son. That sounded like arrogant. I didn't mean it like, whatever. All right. Broner's still the fastest 4-weight champ. Of course, he was generational. Wasn't that good? You're out of your mind. It wasn't that good. It was good. The first one with a wrench? I don't know. I don't remember. Trey Sean. What up, Trey Sean? The only talent boxer who was stealing Paulie's side piece. I mean, that was so goofy. And Paulie's like, that's my side piece. You can't brag about my side piece. And like this girl, those are two very different looking gentlemen. Does she even have a type, or just like whatever? Like, yeah, I'll take whatever. She goes from Bensonhurst Italian fucking Paulie to Ohio Broner. Weird. That's just weird to me. Totally different kind of people. But I guess some people, they're like a bank, man, open for deposits. You see how I bring up Broner and everyone talks about him? Generational. No, because we think you're crazy. We're talking about you saying you're crazy, not, oh, he's great. She did that just to get back at Paul after Broner reached out to her. How do you know? You're from Queens, not Bensonhurst. Hearns Hagler 40 years ago tomorrow. Wow. I think that's a bit of an overrated fight, to be honest with you guys. I do. I think that's a bit of an overrated fight. Exciting, entertaining, but the greatest brawl, the greatest 2 minutes of boxing ever seen in the blah, 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 blah. I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, it was entertaining. Really just round one. The punch that had Hagler sleeping while he's standing up like a giraffe, that was kind of a leaping straight. It didn't even look like it landed that hard. If he was generational, he would have went out way better. Word life. I did. Yeah, I did. I finally saw it. But then I realized Two-Tone pulls up all kinds of people. I mean, not Two-Tone, Stephen A. Because I don't really watch the show. Then I saw him. He did it with some random white kid. Like, he pulls up all kinds of people. So, look, hey, it's still great exposure. Don't get me wrong. It's still dope. Who do you think would, and I think it seemed to me like those are submissions, by the way. Like, Tone sent a submission in to be pulled up. That definitely wasn't a random thing where he's like, oh, I love this guy. Let me grab what he says. No, that was a sent submission. So if I send in a submission, I could probably get pulled up too. Maybe I will. I probably won't. Give me Boglada 2 over hell. Yeah, exactly. You're getting timed out, Trayshawn. Porter beat Broner. Beat his ass. Beat his ass like a redheaded stepchild. Marco, let me on link. Where can I see the Two-Tone clip? Two-Tone has it on his Instagram. I did have the interview. Yep. Finished it about 20 minutes ago. Pac-Man right now will beat Broner's ass. Pac-Man already did beat Broner. Nah, that fight was close, actually. I think Pac-Man won, but it was mad close. Porter beat him out of Broner. He didn't beat him that bad. So, yeah, so I did have the interview. I just got off with ESPN. I don't know. So, off Jump Street, right, I was supposed to meet with 4 of the executives there. Unfortunately, only one of them showed up. He said the other 2 are caught up. And the one that showed up doesn't pull, from what he told me, he doesn't handle the production. So he couldn't, even if he wanted to be like, I'll give you a show right now, he couldn't even do that, even if he wanted to. So that's for starters. So there's going to be more meetings necessary. But the question is, will I get the other meetings? Did I impress this man enough to direct me to the next level, which is the dude who runs all the production? Right? So the dude was mad cool. Mad cool. We went back and forth. I gave him my whole spiel. He did say that he's not sure if they're looking to start a whole new show. He said he thinks that they might not be. But again, he's not in production. But I pitched to him hardcore everything. And the one thing that really sunk in, which is the thing I love doing anyway, is the classics. I go, you guys own all these, let's do this shit. He goes, yeah, those classics are very much undervalued, underused. We never use them. I'm like, yeah. I will break those shits down like a chemist. I didn't say that, but I should have. That's kind of cool. I was a little nervous. I'm a little more free with you guys. A little nervous. Not like, not like shaking and sweating, but a little nervous. But you probably couldn't tell. We spitballed shit. I name dropped Shaq. I name dropped Stephen A. And it's not a lie. It's the truth. He even asked me. He goes, "Yo, so on your platform, what kind of demographic do you have? Because we want to bring in all kinds of people." I go, as a matter of fact, I got everything from 15-year-old kids, Dwayne, to 70-year-old dudes or 60-year-old dudes, Joe, I believe, and even women. I go, not a lot, but we got some reoccurring female listeners. And I pitched, I want to have call-ins. Call-ins are super important. Build a community. Get a younger demographic who will buy subscriptions to ESPN, who will, watch. And I ran down the show, what I would want to do, current news, blah, blah, blah. The feeling I got was they probably aren't going to be able to do, I could be wrong, a full show like I wanted, but a variety. But what I did come out of this is I do think I could possibly come on and fuck with the classics, which is what I'd want to do anyway. I got that feeling that we could utilize those classics and they would have me come on and some. And he goes, look, at the end, he goes, I'm going to connect you with the head of production, which is good, unless he was lying. I don't think he seems like he would have just been honest. Like, nah, it's not, I'm going to connect you with the head of production. You guys have a talk and we'll see what's open. He goes, I'm not really sure what's open, but I think it'd be great to utilize and do the classics and have you in some capacity. So it wasn't a yes. It wasn't a no. It was I'm interested a little. There might be something there. Let's see. So that's what happened. Nah, it'll be studio, Rob. It'll be studio. There's going to be a studio thing. I don't think they'd want to show me. I mean, I guess if they want to save money, they could show this, but we could do some shit like this. But I feel like they'd want to do studio because I was like, nah, we'll bring in the fighters too if they're available to talk. Like if I break down Spink's Holmes, they're both alive. Bring them in. Boom. Give me a little cake. Talk about the fight. You know what I mean? Norman is ducking Rashidi Ellis. Okay. What's up, Mikhail? So he's just trolling, Rob. Marco, you would be the greatest collection. Marco, you would have the greatest collection of boxing footage assembled that you're just. I know. And that's what I told him. I'm like, I really, really want to. I think the classics would be the dopest thing to do. I was spitting some game at him. We talked about, like, I spit some knowledge at him about how, my mantra is boxing is subjective. And got into, like, the whole Tank taking a knee thing and, all that. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? Maybe they will take you on as a host or something. Anything, yeah, man, anything. And I told him that. I go, look, I'm open. He even says, like, let me see. We can try and get you in any capacity, blah, blah, blah. He definitely seemed open to it, but, I think it's a thing where I have to go through a whole bunch of hurdles. And I hope he wasn't just being nice. You know what I mean? He said he'll connect me to speak with the other guy. I don't know when that's going to happen. How long you have the interview scheduled? That's a great team. Scheduled about like a week and a half, I guess. No, it is, but that's if they do it. You know what I mean? My whole thing is like, it's all dope, but that's if they do it. If they don't do it now, we're just flapping our gums. You need the foot in the door. That's funny. You know, that's exactly what I said. I go, I'm grateful for anything. I just want the foot in the door. What's good, Sean? Michael took some pictures of Ali. They were at Ali's home here in Chicago. Do you think those pictures are valuable? I have several of them in my possession. Yeah. I could raffle. I don't know if you're thinking of me raffling them off or what you want to do with them, but yeah, I think they probably would be. I don't see why they wouldn't be. I don't know how valuable, but I'm sure somebody would want them. Well, Jake Paul and Tank going to be fighting, so that's boxing for you these days. That's okay. Next time, tell them with your connection. I did talk about Shaq. I told them about Shaq, and it came up organically. You know, it wasn't like, by the way, I know Shaq. You know what I mean? We're talking about the Turkey Al Sheikh thing I went to. Even if they have you doing shorts and reels for ESPN, anything. Yeah, anything. Marco, your body language is defeated. You have to believe in it, even if you were delusional. I don't feel defeated. I feel it's suspended animation. Like now we got to see what happens. So I don't feel defeated at all. It's a very, very likely possibility, but either way, yes or no. So no, I don't feel defeated. I feel like I'm just still waiting. I don't like waiting, but you know, that's life. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens though. Moon Man, what up? He's not moving up. He's trying to snatch that undisputed strap. It went okay. It went good. Again, I wish I could have talked to all four of the people, but unfortunately they couldn't make it. So, you know, but it's a start. You feel blue balled. Also, reach out to other channels in NT to be the what's NT? Oh, what? 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 I should be like, yo, Shaq, man. Let's start some boxing shit with TNT. Oh, and NY. I'm not even in NY anymore. Fucking Connecticut. I mean, it's right here. But network television. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Is a stone. So no, I know it's right here. It's right here. So I said your body language. We want to see you upbeat, bro. We all root. I appreciate you, man. It was, you know what it is? I'm not defeated. I feel drained. That's what it is. I feel drained because it was a lot of like, you know what I mean? And then after it was done, now I feel like taking a nap. Like that's how I feel. Not really defeated. Drained. What up, Polo? I sure did. Sure did. I sure did. Dominant victory. I wasn't sure he'd stop him though. I'm not gonna act like I got a crystal ball at my ass, but yeah. He's wiling out, Rob. Just ignore him. Just ignore him. And if you guys want to block him, if he keeps wiling out, it's on you. Back in at work, but still got to be listening to the background. All right. What do you do, Rob? You don't want to tell us, or did you tell us? I just forgot. Forgot what you do. Or maybe you never told us. Maybe you don't want to tell us. Either way, it's cool. I'm just asking. It's nice out today. I'm going to go for a walk with my daughter. Doing the same as Robert. What? The fuck does that mean? You're confusing me, Eonian. You're confusing me. What are you talking about? Talk to me, sucker. Oh, the listening. I got you. Oh, you're working right now? You making those screens? Damn. How big is that factory you're working on? Is it like huge? Like a Home Depot size, or excuse me, or what? You watch Black Mirror? Nah. Wasn't that like mad depressing? Damn, 7 days a week. Damn. That's what when I think of Indiana, I think it's just cornfields and then big fucking plants that make screen doors and probably make corn syrup somewhere. There's probably a huge corn syrup plant there. I bet you there is. I'm just saying. That's what I think about. And there's no real roads. Everything is just grass and fields around it. So your car has to go up on the fields and knock down all those wheat standing shit. So you just see car tires over wheat. And then you got to drive about, this is just how I see it in my head. Then you got to drive about 2 miles to get onto the highway. And the highway is just 2 lanes. You go one way and go the other way. And there's no speed limit because nobody ever drives there because it's in the middle of nowhere. Science fiction. I live in North Indiana. I don't know about all that parts. Midwest Mafia, stand up. Don't talk about our corn. Okay, not bad. That's just what I feel like it looks like. I could be wrong. When I think of Indiana, I think of Larry Bird. Hell yeah. Where's he from? Terre Haute? Terre Haute, but pronounced Terre Haute, Indiana, right? No, French Lick. He's from French Lick. I know a dude from Terre Haute, a fighter named Terry Ray. French Lick is Larry Bird, which is a weird fucking name. I ain't licking no French people. Yeah, so I'm going to see. This guy said he'll connect me. So now what do I think I'll wait a couple days. And if I don't get an email, I'll just say, hey, could you connect me with so-and-so? We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? When I think of Indiana, like there was this one episode where you could play memories in your brain, and this dude had a stored memory of smashing someone's wife. Midwest. Did you think Mayor Adams has any ideas on what's going on May 2nd, Times Square? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know what's happening. It doesn't look like I'm going to be a part of it, but whatever. What are you going to do? I dated a girl from Indiana once. She could... Okay. Got you. You're going to send a follow-up email thanking them for a chance and keeping you updated. Yes. Thank you. Now the question is, now I sound like a fucking bitch right now. Do I wait 3 days or do I wait 2 days? When do I send it? Later today? Tomorrow? Next day? What do I do? Talk to me. Tumbleweed and yeah. A lot of beware of bear. Watch out for moose. Duck the giraffes. Whatever the fuck you guys have up there. Upset watch in 18 days. Who's getting upset? I mean, come on, Mo. Neon, that's the whole country gets like that. You think it's just Indiana? You gotta be kidding me. Shit. Now, what else we got? A headache. Gotta go out for a walk with my daughter. Is it supposed to rain? No, it is not. Okay. Not sure yet, but I'm leaning towards T.O. Ooh. You're calling T.O. for the upset? T.O. for the upset? Oh, shuck it, duck it now. I heard NY females act like men. Some do, some don't. You got Italian, and not just hood girls. Like you got Italian girls too, like Guidettes. Some of them act like men too. Yeah, some do, not all. I've also met mad feminine and New York girls. Oh, word, the snow business. I always wait a week because business is conducted on a week by week basis, and I try to send the email Sunday night because every professional checks their email Monday morning. I'm gonna maybe wait a day or two, see if he said he'll do the connection, so maybe he'll just be like connect us, via email. I don't know what he's gonna do, if anything. I'm gonna wait on the odds. Okay, they are aggressive, not for the weak. Not all of them. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to it. I ain't really start seeing white folks until high school. Really, because to me, Indiana seems like the promised land for white people. I'm just saying. When MPO, am I wrong? And the other New York, Rob and MPO, my New York peoples. When you think of Indiana, you think of just rednecks, like beer in a paper bag on a porch, rednecks. Shotgun, standing upright, leaning against the rail on the porch, rednecks. Sipping the beer through a straw through one of their missing teeth. Am I wrong, guys? AB, you too. You could tell them. Forget you're from Brooklyn. You know anybody from the Jersey Shore show? I don't know. I would email within a few days. Yeah, I'll probably do it. That's like Iowa. I don't know, man. Maybe one of my New York guys will confirm with me here. That's what we think about. Puerto Rican women? Yeah. Yeah, no, they're not bad. Not bad at all. Had me a few of those. Now my favorite fam, South Bend. Indiana, birthplace of the Klan. See what I'm saying? Rednecks. See? There you go. Well, tumbleweed's more like Texas or Arizona, but yeah. Nah. I don't ever want to go to Indiana. No disrespect. Like, I don't hate it. There's other places I'd rather go than Indiana, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to go to Colorado either. For some reason, it just annoys me. You're wrong. Most of Indiana is like that, but I know for a fact Indianapolis gets sturdy. Okay. Iowa is racist. Fuck them. Indiana is a milkman. Oh, Eon is a milkman. Excuse me. Hillbillies and cornfields for sure. That's what I'm saying. Alberto's from California. California. There he is. Superman. Right, Superman? We think of Indiana. We think of rednecks and cornfields. Don't we? I met a couple people from Indiana. They were so small town. You don't seem that way, Eon, but they were so small town. Because Boots looked so fucking good. And he reminded people who he is. So now we could talk about it. That's why. We could talk about it. That is why. You feel me? Oh, man. Absolutely doesn't and didn't. What? Yeah, it's crazy out there too. Doesn't. What? Yeah, my city is like the second biggest in Indiana. I heard there's nothing but potatoes in Idaho. I mean, there's probably trees, probably some squirrels. Pretty sure there's probably some cars there. Not even a convo, but a carry-on. I don't know what is going on here. What up, Bam? What's going on, brother? Brother man? Brother Bam? What's crack-a-lackin', my man? What's crack-a-lackin', my Bam? Hmm? Bud vs. Boots is actually a great fight. The question is, does it sell, though? What you mean? Hell yeah. Well, Bam, I don't know how it went. It went okay. It was a start. It was a start. Dakota, yeah. I know people from North Dakota. Every you caught, it's about Boots. Oh, word? You think Boots gets destroyed by Bud? All right. Boots versus Bud definitely sells. Yep. He didn't look amazing at all. Okay. I disagree. I thought he looked dope. I thought he looked dope like Blow. Dope like Yayo. I thought he looked dope. I thought he looked dope like Haran. There we go. That's better. I hope Crawford has a backup plan in case Canelo gets beat by Skull. They're going to fight anyway. I always bring up this historical comparison. Zab Judah and Floyd fought, even though Zab lost to Baldomir. I speak straightforward. You the man. I thought he looked dope. Hey, man, I say this all the time. You took 2 fights of his where he looked, mediocre, but you're ignoring the other 31 where he was slaying shit like Dungeons and Dragons. So, does Booten do? I think certain viewers like to stir the pot between you and Ness. I don't know why we're talking about this, but okay. A viewer super chatted, oh, that's why, about your pitch. Ness said that was awesome and congrats. I mean, why wouldn't he? Haha, watch. They'll be saying that again after Haney. So a little birdie told me Canelo has an injury going into Saudi fight. What's the little birdie? He been showcased. He ain't do nothing. Damn. Superman is a Philadelphia hater. Is CJ from Vacaville? I don't know. Put him in with a real competition, and I'll give him all the props. So Stanionis was a real competition? Okay. And the reason why people don't think Boots is dope is because he ain't Floyd, and that's that same scrutiny. Bud fell under at 47. I don't love everyone. I don't hate people, but I definitely don't love everyone. There's a balance there. I'm going to make it a tally. Let's see how many times they mention TBV every day. It's a blessing and a curse because half of my peoples are here from TBV. So, I mean, shit. What are you going to do? Mark, would you enjoy music from Outkast? Nah, really. Like, they had a couple bangers like, I'm Sorry, Miss Jackson, or So Fresh and So Clean. But nah, I don't have any of it on my playlists. Like, if it goes on, I'll enjoy it, but I don't seek it out, if that answers the question. Nah, flat-footed and didn't throw enough punches. You wilding out. You are wilding out. The Philadelphia-New York rivalry is over, Soup. Leave it alone. Boy, it's nice. Because you heard about your ESPN pitch. Yeah, that's what they told me. Keep an eye. Ha ha ha. Kalia would not be happy with you, Superman. No, she wouldn't be. They're corny for doing that nonsense. Karen is a beast. Boots had 2 tough fights. Notice no one calling out Karen. Oh shit. CJ's not talking. but he's super chatting. I mean, cash apping. For no interviews with women unless we fornicate. Mike Tyson. Okay, so I assume that's for the Tyson gloves. See what he does, he makes me do puzzles. He says what it's for, but not directly. CJ's gonna win these Tyson gloves, I believe. I believe he's gonna win these Tyson gloves. By the way, we're about to. I think 4 or 5 more raffles, and these are gonna go out. All I have is 4 or 5 more entries left, and we're good. Anybody who wants these customized Sugar Ray gloves, put it in. I'm here from TBV. I F with Marky Mark. Damn, Marky Mark. You can't sway me to hate anyone. I like boxing stuff, but you the man. That's because you the man. That's because you are the man. Because you called him and texted him, and he never got a response. Oh, yeah. Yeah, whack. Styles make fights. That's not how we are in New York, man. That must be some Jersey shit. I don't know. Marco, link to your music playlist. Hell no. I'm on point. Karen is a beast. Marco, dude is weird. He's going to F up your ESPN Connect. Huh? What happened with the interview? I'm not quite sure, Bob. What happened was this. I was supposed to meet with 4 of the executives who run the whole shit. Only one of them was able to make it. They were doing NCAA, or they were doing C. He explained to me why they couldn't make it. So that was the start. But the dude I talked to was Matt Cool. And he said he's not sure if they're looking. I think he said they're not. He doesn't think they're looking for new shows per se. He said something like that. But then he said, but it's not on him. The guy who does production was supposed to be there, but we're gonna have to reconnect and talk later. But we talked about everything. I told him the idea for my show. I mean, we talked about everything, and basically what we landed on was I want to do a classics show. I want to focus on that. And he agreed that their library is very much underutilized, their classics library. They don't do shit with it. Nothing. And I told them I can light that shit up like Starlink. You know what I mean? I will light that up like Starlink, the classics. That's my lane. So he left it like he's going to connect me with the head of production and see how, if and how he can get me in any capacity. So it was good start, but it's just a start. Now I got to talk to other people. And there's always a chance he might have just been being nice and he won't connect me. I don't know. He seemed authentic, though, that he would. So that's what happened. If we got the tickets, it could, yeah. We got 5 more. Well, let me see. We're at, what are we at here? This is the belt. Leonard. We're at 6 more. 6 more tonight. Today, we're good. I'll do it tonight. I don't care. Mark, you'd still be a great addition to an already seen show. Well, and thank you, Bam. I told him that too. I said, I want to get my foot in any possible way. Yeah, you're a beast. Much appreciate you. Bro, that was a great pitch, bro. You're going to get this. I'm feeling confident. All right. I've met Ali, Tyson, and Leonard. The best ever because not one of them needed 5-7 foot thugs around. Joe, how old are you again? I'll ask you why. I'll explain why I'm asking in a second. Even if they just cut you a deal and give you access to the library for your channel. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. And the truth is, I don't need to do that because they don't flag me. Top Rank does, though. But they're not extending the Top Rank contract. He talked to me about that. I mean, everybody knows that. Ain't I the one who got the raffles back popping? You are. We need 6 more, though. You're not 48. Aren't you? I thought you were older, Joe. No? Am I wrong? I thought you were older for some reason. I thought you were like in your 60s. I thought you were like 60s. Not trying to disrespect, like be funny. I really thought you were older. You got the interview. Now start doing your own classic show here to perfect. Someone will notice. Well, I do that. 42 is a woman ask. If a woman asks. Yeah, but doesn't ESPN keep the media rights to Top Rank? Yes. So Top Rank is and he laughs. I'm like, yeah, that's who flags me. And I think because they're feeling the end of your deal together, so they're trying to, and that's what it is. That's why they're flagging me, because they know that it's about to be over. So they want to get every single penny out of all of their material. Because then once it's over, right, the rights go back to ESPN. I just explained. Did you hear, Clarissa? I literally just explained it. If not, I can explain it again. Moon Man, walking on the moon. Sergey Kovalev is fight Saturday. I thought he's fighting Saturday. Wow. I feel like he kind of sold out. Like, I feel like he lost on purpose. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, my bad. Shit going on. All right. Just got in, didn't hear it. To sum it up, they're not sure if they're. I didn't speak to everybody. A couple of the main players couldn't make it, so I only spoke to one of the production guys, and he said he would. Basically, they're not sure if we could do a whole show, but they do like the idea of me doing a classics show. Them utilizing their large catalog of classics. So that was it. And he said he's going to pass me. He's basically going to bounce past me to somebody who can really let me know what the dealio. Yeah, I can agree, but why would you say he sold out and lost on purpose? Something in that Canelo fight didn't look right to me, Superman. He wasn't throwing hard punches. He wasn't throwing hard punches. And he was beating Canelo by boxing him, but wasn't throwing hard. It was weird. And then just got laid out by a much smaller man. I don't know. I could be way off. I'm not making accusations. I don't know for sure. Something did look off. It could have been maybe he was sick or maybe whatever. Something looked off, though, to me. I did put you in the pitch, Clarissa. That's true. I didn't say your name, but I did put you in the pitch. That's what I thought. I thought Joe was damn near that age. Rumor was Kovalev was battling with alcoholism. There we go. There we go. Something looked off, is all I'm saying. I don't know what. He was washed by then, no lie. Yeah, it seemed that way. Didn't they tell you Alberto has to be a part of the show? Yeah, they did. Yeah. Exactly. I try to stay away from these things, but I believe that to be true. Yeah. It looked like something was going on. Yeah, no, I just explained. He asked me my demographic of people who view, and I was like, we got some ladies who like boxing. I go, Clarissa from Texas. No, I didn't say that, but we got ladies. I got not a lot, but I got some that come in. It's mostly you and Kalia, and then every now and then there'll be the girl Lisa Snow pops in, Toya pops in. I feel like there's one more. I don't know why Rachel Donaire doesn't come in. She comes into other channels. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, I don't know. Alberto, I can date your grandmother. What's she into? Bingo? Kalia. My cousin listens, but she does not chat. Oh, we got another one. Dope. What's up, cousin? Shout out to Clarissa's cousin. Your show would be the first time I watch ESPN content in like 10 years. Thanks. They need people. Man, thank you guys. I don't know what's going to happen. Part of me feels like, you got that like regret, like that maybe I could have said something better, more. I'm pretty good on the spot, but Joe lying on his age. I don't know. You're lying. Yeah. She still comes in every now and then. She comes in. She's half. Wait, she Puerto Rican? Half black. She's half Puerto Rican, half black. That's what it was. I remember she was mixed. I forgot what though. Something like that. Lisa Snow. Last time I saw 70 was on a door. Okay. I think Joe's in his 60s, but I could be wrong. I could have swore you told me. Here's why I'm asking, Joe. You obviously don't want to tell us how old you are, which is fine. I'm asking because when the guy at ESPN asked me what's my demographic, I said everything from 15-year-olds to 60, 70-year-olds. And I thought of you specifically because you're probably one of the oldest viewers. You know who comes in too, though, who's actually 60 plus? Not just you. What's his name? Bruce Gass. A couple people. And I was like, everything. Literally. Across the board. And females. So. And I was like, because I'm from New York City, I might have a bit of a urban edge to me. So I feel like the young kids, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I think. The young kids kind of relate to me a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I'm not like a Burt Sugar, like sitting there, like boring the shit out of people. Like some kind of a college professor lecture. Rachel's husband won't let her come on your show. You are too handsome, and he doesn't play that. Yeah, I don't blame her. That happens a lot, Bob. Urban edge. I can't tell if you're agreeing with me or making fun of me. I feel like you're making fun of me. I don't know how old he is. Bailey? No, Bailey's younger than me. Bailey's in his either 30s or 40s. You're the new Mr. Rogers hooded. Yeah, that's funny. Ryan, what up, blood? What's up, Brian? Canada. Marco it's a symbol, not figure. But a drunken Irishman in his 30s and knows his boxing history. True. What's up, Mike? I talk to Rachel often on X. Yeah, invite her. We know each other. I've talked to her mostly on other people's shows. Yeah, I'd like for her to come in a lot. I feel like she has been in here, but maybe she just doesn't make it a regular thing. Yeah, invite her, please. Please take whose wrench? Which one? Which one, Eon? Who are we talking about? What wrench are we taking? What wrench are we taking, sucker? Sucker motherfucker! Talk to me. Oh, boy. Oh. CJ's watching, just not talking. Why? What do you do? Do you really want me to? I thought you liked him. What up, boxing guru? What up, blood? What's going on? What is the deals? He's not saying anything. He sent a cash app. Yes, Rachel Donaire is Nonito Donaire's wife. She was a jiu-jitsu. She did Olympic. I think she was an Olympic jiu-jitsu or karate or something. High-level martial art. I forget which one. Man, is going to be a great month of boxing. Yep, yep. It's time to check some chins with Marco. We could just do Friday night fights. Did you tell him about your Instagram numbers? Of course. Of course. Boots versus Bud. Never happened. If it did, Crawford would beat his ass. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bullshitto? What's bullshitto? What are we talking about here? Marco, you should have shown your boobs like Joy Taylor on. I don't know who Joy Taylor is, and I don't know what FS1 is. Is FS1 Fox? Fox Sports? Maybe I know that, but who's Joy Taylor? I'm the only dude who could lie and make myself almost 50. Goddamn big old birthday chandles. Do you think Rick Glazer is a loon? I've interviewed him once, Rusty. I don't know much about him. I don't know anything. I know a lot of people don't like him for some reason. I don't know why. You know what I mean? Martial arts bullshitto. Well, that's what she does. Triple G versus Nello 1. Yeah. I thought Trip G took that one. But we should watch it again because it's been a minute. Yeah, she got a great job, but got caught. I don't know. What'd she do? Was she an announcer? Who's Joy Taylor? Never mind, ruined the joke. Okay. So it was a joke. Got it. Got it. Ugh. Marco, I got the work on. Okay. Leave him alone. Retro fight watch parties for the channel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Boots has issues against the left hook. Imagine getting hit by a bigger, stronger person. Boots might not get hit by the left hook as easily when he has somebody in front of him, like Bud. You know what I mean? People don't realize that. Like, when somebody is susceptible, certain fighters aren't always going to be susceptible. They adjust. You're right. Some don't. Some always get hit, but a lot of them adjust. So I think Boots is the kind of fighter who adjusts. I don't think, if you get a show, you should get punching machine. I already had that in the pitch. Eubank Ben. When is that? Ben KO round 5. Nah, I think Eubank's going to beat him. I think Ben's too small. Too small. And too overzealous. I think he's going to walk right into something. Because he's angry, young, aggressive. Remember Jason Taylor, the defensive line? Nope, I don't watch football. That is her brother. She was sleeping her way to the top. She is well endowed. Okay. He doesn't rock with AI, so doesn't rock with the PBC. Boots is trying to avoid all the smoke. Damn. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Anyway. All right, people. I'm going to bounce. I'll catch you guys. I might not do tonight because I think I got to do date night with the wife. But either way, I'll keep you guys posted on any of the, Oh, and you guys want to do this raffle? I still need 5 more. So whenever you guys are ready, let's do it because the Tyson gloves will be here soon. Tyson glove, excuse me. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. See you guys later. Peace.